I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Vienna Utility Board for January the 4th, 2019. If you all would stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
John Barr.
Here.
Steve Eaton.
Here.
Randall Rapp.
Here.
Bruce Rogers.
Here.
Joseph Thorpe.
Here.
Russ Coxad.
Here.
Thank you.
The report of the minutes from November the 7th, 2018 have been printed, posted, and circulated. If there are no objections or corrections to the minutes, they will stand approved as posted. Okay. Before we get into our agenda today, I'd like to request an executive session to discuss a personnel matter. So I'll entertain a motion for an executive session. Russ, do you need to cite the West Virginia Code?
Nope, you're fine.
All right, sir.
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded that we go into executive session for a personnel matter. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, then I'll call for the question. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. All those opposed, let the record reflect we went into executive session at 1:03. Okay?
I'll be You smarty. I was waving at you. I haven't seen you all day. You see that?
Let the record reflect that we came back into session at 11:27.
Thank you.
Meeting is,
No decisions were made.
okay, it's information only, all right? Moving on, first item on our unfinished business is our stormwater management plan. We have no updates on that today. Okay, all right. The water quality testing, you all should receive the results from that. The results are still all within standards, so we continue to be good. The filters are working fine. Wells 7 and 8 update, we're still on schedule for early March to begin the process of the additional filter building and all of the upgrades that are going to happen to well 7 and 8. So we anticipate that May or so, we should have well 7 and 8 back online. So we've met with Comores and everything's in place. We just have to get started with all of the upgrades on our existing system, and then they'll build the building and go from there. Any questions on any of those three? All right. We have no new business that I'm aware of today. Anything from the board on new business? Okay. Manager's report today, because of the holidays, we don't really have a whole lot to report. We've had a few water issues, repair breaks and brake repairs. Other than that, things have been pretty quiet, so that's a good thing. The West Virginia Municipal Water Quality Association meeting is January the 10th in Charleston. It typically lasts from 10 o'clock till about 3 o'clock. It's on a Thursday. If any of you all are available to go down to Charleston, you are welcome to ride with me. It's a great meeting to go to. This is without a doubt, there will be representatives from almost every city in the state of West Virginia that have the exact same set of problems that we do. And so it's a great place. Craig Richards and I have gone many times to that meeting down there. And so I'm inviting any of you that have time in your schedule to go down. You're welcome to ride down with me. They provide lunch. This month, we've given you the agenda. One of the deputy secretaries from the DEP is going to be there. It's a great opportunity to ask questions and listen to the questions that the other municipalities have. So if you would, I will be going. We leave here about 8 o'clock in the morning. It takes, an hour and a half to get to Charleston, so if you're interested in going, you can meet me at the city building, but I'd like to know in advance, so if anybody would like to go, I'm sure I'd invite you to go. Craig, would you recommend that?
Yeah, and it's, usually this meeting is the one's pretty important too, because with the legislature coming into session, we usually have a focus on the legislature about what they're doing that affects our businesses, water and sewer utilities.
The gentleman named Paul Calamita is always there, and he is absolutely amazing with the information that he provides. So I know that you would find it very informative. Lori's been before, and it's just amazing what you'll learn. Everywhere from Morgantown to Beckley to Bluefield to Martinsburg, Fairmont. It's an incredible amount of wealth of knowledge in that room that day. So if you can go, please let me know. I'm sure you'd enjoy it. This month in the West Virginia 811 book, there's an interesting article about water, the most important resource in the world. And there were just 5 or 6 facts here that I thought were very interesting, things that you may or may not know about water. The average cost of water supplied to a home in the United States is about $2 for 1,000 gallons, which equals about 5 gallons for a penny. The average American family uses more than 300 gallons of water per day at home. Roughly 70% of this use occurs indoors. A small bag of peanut M&Ms requires 300 gallons of water to produce. There are an estimated 700 water main breaks per day on average in the United States. 30% of pipes and systems that deliver water to more than 100,000 people are between 40 and 80 years old. And finally, the human body is about 60% water, and the human brain is about 73% water. Keeping our water infrastructure safe and reliable is a national priority. And I say this every time to our employees. Water is one of the most important things in our entire city. We have to maintain the best, most reliable system, and I think we do a great job at that. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Any comments, Bruce?
No, sir.
John?
None.
Joe?
No.
Steve?
No, sir.
Russ?
We're good.
Lori?
Yes, sir.
None for me today. All righty, that concludes our meeting. Thank you very much.